He will, Ecclesiastes 39:3.
Y'all just stay still.
He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversing in dark parables.
Right, so there will be conversing in dark parables, man. That's how we speak. All right, let's hold that right there. Somebody get 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, I think.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him?
Let's start at verse 6, sorry.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Howbeit, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 6. Howbeit, we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught.
Anything that's associated with this world is going to come to naught. But we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, the ones that are perfect in faith and perfect in doctrine in Yahweh Shem Shai. But it becomes a mystery to everybody else. That's the same thing Yahweh Shai did. When he came on the scene, he spoke to the people in parables. Because only the elect were going to be able to understand and follow him in those days. And we're right back in that same lot here today, following the word of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Hey, come on. Hey, but you got other heathenistic, well, not other heathen, but you have heathenistic camps out here that can't do that. Why? Because they're not dwelling within the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, man. As the bishop was just speaking on when the brother brought out Sirach chapter 39, verse 1, and you're going to be meditating and occupied in the prophecies thereof, man. And that shows the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Revelation 19:10, it states that the spirit of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy, man. So therefore, and it also says in the book of Sirach 39:1, it says it'll be seeking out the sentences of renowned men, man. Look at the generations of old, man. You know, seeking the old paths, man. Looking at the ones before us, the things that they did, the path that they walked down towards the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's what we have to do.
And it takes faith to be able to do that, man. It takes faith to seek out the old paths. It takes faith to come follow those old ways. Because everything that you see on earth right now is put here to distort the old paths, to get us following a different direction. That's the whole purpose of everything you see on this earth. Go ahead, y'all, what's up?
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning.
And only the elect are going to be able to do that. 2/3 of our people are going to have their eyes darkened and their ears dull of hearing, the way they won't be able to understand the words being spoken. They're not going to understand the prophecy until it's too late. You know?
And a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsel.
That wise counsel are the ones the men come out here on the highways and byways giving on that testimony, man. That was it?
Yep.
All right, let's go back to where we was at? 1 Corinthians.
Back at 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom.
Jeremiah 6:16.
Even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh Shem Shai ordained before the world unto our glory.
Right? Yeah, that hidden wisdom, right? Who hid it? Daniel sealed the book, right? So guess who cracked the seal? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai came and cracked the seal, so our minds will be open and we'll be able to, the things that were going to happen in the future, the things that happened in the past, the present, and the future, we would be able to have an understanding. That's what he told John the Revelator. He said, I'll show you the things that happened in the past, present, and what's the things to come. That was the revelation that was given unto John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos by Yahweh Shai himself. So now it's given to us through the Spirit. Somebody get Isaiah 34 and 16. Real quick.
Isaiah 36:14.
Yeah, 34 and 16, real quick.
34 and 16. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read.
Right, and we're seeking those old paths. We're seeking out the book of the Lord and reading. Go ahead.
No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them.
So the ones that have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, when these words fall on their ears, they won't be falling on deaf ears. All right, because what is the scripture Yahweh Sop just read? A wise man will hear and increase in learning. All right? That's what the elect are set up to do, to hear and increase in learning and increase the others to follow in those footsteps. Somebody get Jeremiah 6 and 16.
This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. It says, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths.
Ask for those old paths. We don't want none of this new stuff. We want them old paths. And what they always tell you in the church, oh, that was the old days. Well, I want to go back to them. Them days was more righteous than they is right now. Right? They try to see everything is put here to distort the old path. We need to find that old path because Jeremiah 17 said that we're going to be discontinued from our heritage, and that's what we need to get back to. All right. Yeah. Please up. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 17, just to back up a part that the Bishop Canuck made earlier when he started the lesson. It said, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they said we would not hearken. So the Lord has set watchmen over his people, prophets, ministers, teachers, apostles, elders, evangelists, but we're sounding the trumpet, but guess what? Our people are not listening. They're not hearing any of the words that we're speaking. The words that we speak of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. So if they choose not to hear us, they're choosing not to hear the Lord.
Right.
It ain't the man that they need to be heard. It's the Lord's voice through the man that needs to be heard. But we are blowing the trumpet because we're the watchmen. We can see what's going on, but our people, they waving their hand at us and they fanning us off like we crazy. Well, we sounding the trumpet, so when they get took, their blood is going to be on their hands.
Right. So that's why we're sounding the trumpet. There's a movie I watched called What About Bob, right? And the guy Bob was asleep, and they were trying to wake him up. They banging on pans, doing all kind of stuff. But then but he wouldn't wake up. But when his alarm went off, he woke up peacefully. See, we are the alarm of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. All right, we're sounding the trumpet because there's judgment finna come to the earth, and we're setting a way that helps you escape that judgment and fall into the mercies of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Somebody else had a precept. Somebody said that. All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right, one of those commandments is to come out here and teach. If you're a man of the Lord, you got to come out here and teach and send that message. Go ahead, Kapash.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried to the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge because their ears are darkened. Their eyes are darkened, their ears are dull of hearing. So they hate the knowledge. They reject, and it's the name of the lesson. Woe to them that reject the word of the Lord, man. Because you're rejecting his mercy. Go ahead.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36, starting at verse 15. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, God of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes, and sending because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
Right. That's why we're out here teaching, because this is having compassion on his people, letting them know the judgment that he's about to bring to the earth. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to know that they're Israelites of the Bible, man. They need to understand exactly who they are, because this world ain't gonna tell them. Go ahead.
Verse 16, 2 Chronicles 36. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, and to the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Right. There ain't gonna be no remedy on that time when the wrath of the Lord rises up against his people. This is the remedy right now. Being in fear right now, fearing Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and seeking his mercy. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Therefore he brought upon them the king of the Chaldees, who slew their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion upon young man or maiden, old man, or him that stooped for age. He gave them all into his hand.
Right. All right. So that's he giving the warning, right? But if you don't take heed, that's when he said on Nebuchadnezzar. Right? He said Nebuchadnezzar, what he's gonna do in these times. Somebody get Revelation 12 and 12.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Because all right, that's why our minds on the meditation of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and his prophecies. All right, so our citizenship is in heaven. So that's what we're focusing on. We're trying to get to the kingdom, and spiritually we dwell there now. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right. So he gonna send Esau this time, man. He gonna send Esau this time. All right. And Esau gonna take a lot of people out of the way. Mainly 2/3 of our people, man. That he's gonna confuse and make them feel like they have no hope. He's gonna force them to. He's the enforcer of the blindness of our people. Yahweh sent him out to do that, man. Just like he sent the angel out to blind, in Isaiah chapter 6. All right.
Hey, shit, 2/3 of our people ain't gonna have no hope, because the hope that they supposed to have, they rejecting that we send out this, and damn, they reject the hope that we push out to them, which is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So therefore, hey, it's not gonna be any hope for them, man. Hey, go and cry to the gods which you have chosen, let them deliver in your day of tribulation, man. Say, so that's gonna be your hope, which is gonna fail, man. Hopes of a man void of understanding is in vain, man. You know why? Because you're hoping not within the reigns of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You're hoping from your own lust of your own heart, man, for your own la'ab, you know.
All right, go ahead.
Sirach 7 and 16. I got it. Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long.
Right. Everybody think because the Lord ain't showed up yet that he's taking his time. Nah. Certain things need to happen. So what we're supposed to be doing now is separating ourselves from the multitude of sinners.
Right. Humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worm.
And that's gonna be their destiny for not listening to the message being sent out by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
It's Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 13. For my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Right.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled? Because Israel keep falling, 2/3 of our people keep falling behind the ways of the wicked, man. It said, the scripture said, love not oppression. But 2/3 of our people love that shit, man.
Hey, come on. Envy not the oppressor, neither choose none of his ways. They choosing their ways more than they choosing their own ways.
Right.
Man.
Right. Okay. We're going to come down this way.
The point kind of passed, but this is Revelation 7 and 1. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow it on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree.
That's the only reason why there's still time left, because the Lord is holding back the destruction momentarily. That's it. Keep going.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Right, that becomes the responsibility of the men and the women, the men that are out here on the highways and byways teaching this truth, man. Our purpose of teaching the truth is so the elect can hear the word and get sealed. All right? So that's the only reason why the destruction is being held back. As soon as all the elect are sealed, we're going to see stuff popping off. All right, y'all stop.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knows his owner and the ass his master. Correct. Okay. But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
Like the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't consider who their father is, who their creator is, man.
Okay.
All right? But every other nation knows. They follow behind their own gods. But Israel refuses to follow behind theirs. You got one? All right, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and he refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Right. The Lord stretched his hand out and they slapped it away. 2/3 of our people are slapping away. The hand of the Lord is Yahweh Shai, man. That's not stretched out right hand to bring his people back towards him. But 2/3 of our people are going to reject it. Go ahead.
Verse 25. But he has said not at all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also
That's why we speak wisdom to them that are perfect, but not the wisdom of this world, because 2/3 of our people will not be able to understand it. Go ahead.
Verse 26. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When your distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right. They're gonna be like when this judgment starts to pop off, Then they're gonna try to seek the Lord, but they ain't gonna be able to find him then, because he revealed himself to his prophets right now. So this is the time to seek for the Lord. But now in that time, when he said he shall laugh when your fear comes upon you, your fear should be coming now. With the prophets out here on the highways and byways giving the warning of destruction coming to this place.
This is Baruch 2:29. It says, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number.
Right, and that's exactly what's happening. Because 2/3 of our people are not going to hear the voice of the Lord. So that's why the scripture said only a remnant shall be saved. Because they're rejecting the mercies of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Any more precept?
I got one.
Real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth,
Everybody saying they serving the Lord. Always talking about it. I'm blessed and highly favored. How much they love God. Israel loves some God, but not the correct one. Go ahead.
as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me, toward Yahweh, is taught by the precepts of men.
So they fear that more than they fear the Creator, man. And this society, this world, takes their mind off the, you know what I'm saying? They say they want to worship the Lord, but this system takes their mind off of that. So that if they had to choose between the bag or worshiping the Lord, they're going to choose the bag. You know? That was it? All right.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10. Verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right. That's why he said, make the hearts of these people fat and their ears dull of hearing. All right, because the Lord is rejecting them. They weren't set up for salvation. They were set up for destruction. The Lord needs an example. He needs an example of the ones that are follow righteousness, and examples of the ones that are going to follow wickedness, man. That was it. All right.
Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Right, so we're going to be established over all these governments in the world, man. You know, we went into that a couple of weeks ago, man. Like, the valley that we sit in is going to be risen up, and it's going to be on top of all these hills and mountains that you see here today. That's why Yahweh Shai is going to have on many, many crowns, because he's conquering everything, man.
And it shall be exalted above the hills.
Above any hill, above anything established on this earth. Yahweh B'Shem Shai is going to be exalted over that, man. And his kingdom is going to be set up over that. All right? Making our floor become their ceiling.
And all nations shall flow unto it.
Right. They're gonna give us everything, man. They have no choice at that moment. Once a righteous rulership, all right, now everything we got to render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Right? But now, when Yahweh B'Shem Shai's kingdom is established, right, they're going to have to render unto us what is us's. Bottom line.
Come on, this is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 21. It says, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet?
How long? Until these prophecies keep coming to pass, and the Lord and Yahweh said Yahweh Shai here to bring that destruction.
It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding.
None understanding. They're sitting here fighting to stay in a system that's designed to keep us oppressed. You know, you look for work, can't find none. You finally get a job, you don't make enough to pay anything, and it's an ongoing cycle, man. Sweat equity. We ain't never gonna earn the wages that are due to us, man. Never. As soon as you feel like you get to one threshold, they move the goalposts. But they don't move it up, they move it back. And we study. It's like the rat chasing the cheese that he's never gonna get. But 2/3 of our people are blinded in this society where they feel like they can really get ahead. It's not set up for us to get ahead. It's set up for us to oppress us. And once you have that understanding, what do? We turn to the Lord. Because he's going to provide everything for us, man.
Hey, Con, that go back to the eagle and the bird, the eagle nest situation that you always bring up.
Right.
See, that's why the mother eagle always make that nest uncomfortable. That's what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is doing with us. That way, we're ready to evade this place mentally and also physically too as well. That way, when the destruction comes, that's why we're preparing ourselves now, man. But 2/3 of our people, shit, they bump the bricks in the nest. They rather still stay here.
They sitting there bleeding.
Hey, Con, they trying to find. Damn.
Comfort in the uncomfortable spot.
Make up for it, comfortability. Hey, God. Hey, they trying to make it comfortable within the nest, man. And stay within that nest, man. You know.
Hey, the Lord tearing the nest down, and they trying to put it back together.
Right. They trying to put it back together. The scripture said we would have healed Babylon, but it cannot be healed.
You know, what? Just to make a remark. What was that baby commercial where the dude was trying to get his child to eat something? And the baby was like, didn't want it, and he was like, oh yes, it's delicious. It's nasty. Like basically, it fucked him up, and he was trying to pretend like it was good. Now use that reference as 2/3 of our people, like the brother Arukah was saying, and the other argument, the Lord, that he making the nest uncomfortable, but they're finding comfort in a place where they're not to be comfortable at. So it's like they're being stuck and stabbed and bleeding, like, I'm comfortable. Look how comfortable I am. Like, no, you hurt.
Right. They trying to convince you. They trying to convince us into being messed up like they is. That's the putrefying swords that they got all over Israel.
Hey, just like the baby food is nasty, just like America bitter, man. Which what it means, bitter.
God.
You don't want to eat of this. You want to eat of that spiritual food from the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
You want to eat pulse like Daniel did, not king's meat.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 11. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them and beareth them on her wings, stirreth up the nest. So the Lord, so Yahweh alone did lead us, and there was no strange God with him.
All by itself. So the Lord, as he's pricking up the nest, making it uncomfortable, he's bringing us to him, right? But 2/3 of our people could sit there and worship other gods and find hope in falsehood. But the Lord is taking us out of that nest, which is also a net, a trap, the snare of the fowler, man. But we're being delivered from the snare of the fowler by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Somebody have to please.
Hey, Con, if I may add on real quick, that's why he chose us in the furnace of affliction, man. So therefore, we're preparing ourselves, strengthen ourselves up. So that way, when that time comes, we can, shit, when it's time to go up hither, we can go up hither, man. You know, spiritually, all right? Why? Because, shit, by him making that nest uncomfortable, we don't want to be within this place. This is not our rest. That's why we see this place is not our rest, man. So we're constantly trying to get up out of here.
Right. We're all in that Ephah, all right, that place of judgment, but we're going to be delivered. The elect are going to be delivered out of that. All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and the birds that are caught in a snare. So are the sons of men snared in the evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them.
Well, they ain't going to be able to see it when it comes. You know, they're not going to be able to see it when it comes. Go ahead.
So Isaiah 30 and 12, it says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Right. Breach ready to fall, man. That's what that iniquity is going to be on them. They're sitting there trying to hold themselves up, but it's going to be like a breach ready to fall and destroy them, man. All right. Bring it down this way. Good.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 7. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time comes, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of mountains.
Right, the day of trouble is here, man. The day of judgment by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're waiting for the morning to rise. We're in the nighttime right now. We're waiting for the morning. All right, go ahead.
This is the precept that we were talking about earlier. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not the rest for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Right, and our people are destroyed in the mind by believing in this place. We got to let this place go and keep it moving. This is not our rest. We rest in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Nakai.
This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse 22, just to back up the brother Amawan about the iniquity and the breach ready to fall on our people. This is, again, Proverbs chapter 5, verse 22. It says, his own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray.
Right, because he'll die without instruction because he never received instruction. 2/3 of our people are not going to receive that instruction. So they're going to die in their disbelief. Go ahead.
And it says that his own iniquity shall take the wicked himself. So our people's own iniquities are going to destroy them. their what it is, spiritual immorality is going to destroy them because they didn't want to listen to the Lord, and it's going to take hold of them. They're going to be holding with the cords of their own sins, meaning the Lord is going to hold them responsible for their actions.
A victim of their own foul play.
I had a precept back up Yahweh Shah. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right, he got Esau blinded. Esau don't know when Yahweh Shai going to come in and take his precious jewel and leave around the little speckles of dust. All right.
It's Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers.
There's a purpose for that. There's a purpose. Yeah, your eyes will see your teachers, and you better take heed to the warning that your teachers are bringing out. All right, but 2/3 of our people are not going to take heed. They're going to take heed unto themselves and whatever falsehood that they have in their mind that they want to follow behind to seek refuge. All right, some more push-ups down this way. All right. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 69, verse 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which shall be for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them.
The wrath of the Lord is going to take hold of them. This Bible has become a table, a snare unto them. The table that they set up for these idols and these false philosophies is going to become a snare unto them, because that's what they're going to try to find refuge in. They're not going to seek refuge in the Lord. The Lord is blinding the hearts of them, so they would not be able to understand.
And this and this light came into the world as a beacon to show our people the way out of this place, to get our minds out of this place. But because they rejected it, and whatever had they focus to steal them away from their light, that's the snare, the trap that they fell for, carnality. Because they chose carnality over the spiritual path of the Lord.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me.
Right, so the Lord has rejected them, man. See that? The Lord said, we become a sanctuary for the Lord's people, giving them hope. But the ones that are rejected, there ain't gonna be no sanctuary for the Lord. They ain't gonna be able to minister unto the Lord. All right, go ahead. That was it.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, Yahweh, I will also forget thy children.
So you and your children gonna get it.
Hey, God. Also, too, that means no salvation for you, because, hey, you rejected that knowledge of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, back then, and you also gonna reject it now, man. Hey, nothing new under the sun. So therefore, a salvation is closer to you. Why? Because you first rejected the knowledge back then, and shit. Hey, throughout time, hey, the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophet. Hey, so that same spirit of renouncing the Lord, or denouncing the Lord, hey, is going to be subject unto you too as well, man.
Right. So let the righteous be righteous still, and let the wicked be wicked still, man. You ain't gonna reject the Lord back when he was on the scene. Now all of a sudden you believe. It ain't gonna happen like that. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and evil and of pestilence.
Right, and that's what we're doing here again today, man. Staying on our lot every single time. Staying on our lot every single time, man. Not rejecting the Lord, but going out here doing the work for the Lord. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the children of Israel, the Most High's chosen people.
Right. But, here you go. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall that prophet be known that Yahweh truly have sent him. So you had all these false prophets that were prophesying peace to us with God. They say, what they call it, the doctrine of the money doctrine.
Prosperity doctrine.
Prosperity doctrine. You know, they say, hey, sow a seed and God will forgive you. So they were promising peace to our people, and the Lord is still angry with our people. See, but when the Lord sends his true prophets, and the scriptures say, blessed are the peacemakers.
Right.
The ones that are sent to go up into the gaps, to bring peace between the Father and the Son. And when that peace truly comes to pass, what's that peace he's talking about? Deliverance. Right. What's that peace he's talking about? Us having the Comforter, the Spirit of truth. That's how you know when your eyes shall see thy teachers and see the true teachers of the Lord.
Right.
When that peace truly comes to pass.
Right, because if you're teaching that our people that the Lord loves everybody and everything, then our people are thinking that they're in good case. They're not knowing that they have to change. But when you have a true understanding of the Lord, then you know that you begin to look at yourself in the eyes of the way the Lord will look at you, and you begin to what? First you repent. And then you move in a different direction than when you were moving and when you were in the world, man.
Damn. Hey, that go back to 2nd Ezra 16. They should think themselves to be in good case, then shall evils go upon the earth. Why? Because just like the bishop and the elder was just speaking on, man. And you got these false prophets out here teaching this prosperity doctrine. So long as this shit, the food, the money, and this, that, and the third still coming in, they not realizing that this shit really finna literally cave in. It's gonna come in you as a breach, man. You know, hey, they like they said, they're teaching prosperity, man. But hey, America is falling, man. It's falling in the process of it, you know.
This is Jeremiah 8:11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly.
Damn.
Saying peace, peace, when there is no peace.
Right. That's slightly you get a sense of comfort, but it really ain't comfort. Because it ain't no peace. But that slight healing is deception. The people think they heal, but they're not.
Like if your body hurt, you'll kind of overcompensate to relieve that pain. It's like now that pain is relieved, but now you got another pain coming up somewhere else because you're trying to overcompensate for that pain in your body.
And the false prophets.
Gone.
You know, they give false promises to our people. And then you got the government.
Right.
PPP loans.
Yeah.
Child support. Food stamps. No reparations. No, they ain't give us no reparations. So they have healed the daughter. They have healed slightly. They ain't fully healed.
Right.
No, we don't get no reparations. You're right.
Right.
You know,
they shall lick the wounds of our people.
yeah.
Yeah, they lick them. Actually, that healing slightly has made it worse. Made our people fall more in the folly. You know.
Just real quick. They rather take Esau dainties, that so-called medicine, that instead of healing the pain, it just numb the pain, so it feels like it's not there, but it's there, and you making it worse. Our people will take these doctrines, philosophies, and they'll think they're in good case with the Lord, but they're in transgression.
You gotta piece up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18. And I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, all that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. All right, self-explanatory, man. For all the prophets, the false prophets that are speaking not according to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh's establishment. Hey, that blood is on their hands. Why? Because you're not blowing that proper trumpet, man. So the people still have blood on their hands, and that blood is on. Well, the blood is on your hands. Why? Because you leading them astray, man. You know. So, hey, shit. That's why you got to be out here speaking in sincerity and in truth. You know. Verse 21, and it says, "If thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh have not spoken? When the prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh have not spoken. But the prophet has spoken it presumptuously." God. Hey, God. Hey, Nate the Snake.
Just jackass.
Con. Informant. What's the other one name? Yeah, Al Sharpton. Con. There you go.
Queflo steal your dollar.
Con.
Yeah, they all have given our people false hope. False hope that doesn't even really exist, man. Talking about standing together, what he saw. Scripture said, though hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Right? So if you join in the hand with the wicked, you're going to get that same punishment of the reward of the wicked. All right? Somebody push up.
Well, this is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well, that ye take heed as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts.
And that's what we're waiting on, the day star to rise in our heart. That day star is Yahushua, man. That day star is Yahushua. That's what we're waiting. We're waiting for that first peak of sunlight over the horizon. That's when the Lord's going to show up and deliver us from this place, man. But until then, we're supposed to be occupied in prophecy and prophesying His word until He returns. Speaking of His coming before He gets there, giving them warning from Him of what's expected to come. Not the falsehood that these other doctrines and churches teach. Making it seem like He coming to join everybody together. No, He's putting the sheep on the right side and His goats on the left. Go ahead.
Psalm 18 and 27. For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but will bring down high looks. For thou wilt light my candle. Yahweh my power will enlighten my darkness.
Right, with the Spirit. That's how He's enlightening the darkness. He'll make the hearts of these people, make the minds of these people dark, and their ears dull to hear. So they don't have that day star in their heart.
Yeah, we're gonna elevate it.
And within that elevation, more revelation comes of the revealing of the manifestation of the sons of God.
And power, being able to use both sides of your brain.
Con.
The Lord gonna elevate us on a whole nother level before we even get the body. That's why King David knew that he was a prophet. King David was a king and a prophet. And he said, "I know you're gonna light my candle one day." And when that happens, we might hear that voice, "Take the world." So you might hear "Take the world." You know,
King David tried to.
Make sure you sure you heard it though.
Come before you start taking some stuff.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20 and 21. Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war, for with thee would I break in pieces the nations, and with thee would I destroy kingdoms. Verse 21. And with thee would I break in pieces the horses and his rider, and with thee would I break in pieces the chariots and his riders.
Right, we're just doing that through the Spirit right now. But when we hear that voice say, "Take over the world," then we'll know that the Lord done lighten us up, done elevated us.
It's lit.
To be able to physically do it. What the spiritual the physical manifestation of what we've been doing spiritually, man. And that's what we're waiting on. To be able to have our hands around the necks of our oppressors. Go ahead.
Psalm 58. Psalm 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. I'm talking about the wicked, Esau. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, just like the serpent in the garden. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like,
because those are their poisonous words. Because life and death are in the power of the tongue. You know, if you're out here putting out lies, you're killing. But what was Jacob sent to do? Jacob was sent to heal. Right?
they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. This is the point. He said the Lord gonna use us to break them in pieces, right? Break out their teeth, oh Yahweh.
And their might is their military, but mainly their might is their lies. That's really their might is their lies, man. So he's breaking down their lies with the truth.
Yeah, and it's gonna go into breaking down their military and their power. All their might. What's their might? Everything on the left-hand side.
Police force.
Yeah, well, everything on the left hand side. Yeah,
Yeah, everything.
yeah. The courts, the religions, the lies, the schools. You know, yeah. So the Lord gonna use His men to break them, man. But first, the Lord gonna break their power. He gonna break the staff of the wicked, which is America. And He using us to break up the fallow ground of our people and break the chains that are on our people's minds that Esau shackled the minds of our people.
Hey, just to throw in that just shows too that, hey, man, hey, once the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua program you to do something, you can't go astray from that, man. The wicked they go from the womb, all right, speaking lies, man.
What you say about Jeremiah?
God, hey, that's what I often to go to. Hey, shit, he formed us in the belly before we was even birthed. Program, that's what the truth, man. So, hey, therefore, we can't go astray from the task that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has put us on, man. So, hey, because we have to combat with the task of the wicked. We have to we got to see it through.
Right, just like they was estranged from going in the womb. Yeah. We were ordained and given that Holy Spirit in the womb.
Right.
You know.
Right. It says,
Go on.
no, real quick. Break their teeth, so break out their might. Oh Yahweh, in their mouth, so break out their teeth while they're eating. What the Lord say? When they go to devour it, that's when the Lord gonna rain fire upon them.
They're gonna go try to eat some chicken and find out they ain't got no teeth.
Right. Break out the great teeth of the young lions. All right. Oh Lord, let them melt away as the waters which run continually. When He bendeth His bow to shoot His arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
That's what the Lord it said, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. The Lord gonna get credit for that high body count. The Lord gonna send His men out there to destroy some shit. He gonna get credit. Who is this coming back from Basra with garments dyed in red? You know?
Interjection. Lamentation chapter 3 verse 46 and 47. All our enemies have opened their mouth against us. 47. Fear and a sneer has come upon us. Desolation and destruction.
Right, because listen, that goes for us listening to the mouths of our enemies and not listening to the Lord. All right? If we listen to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we have hope. All right? But if we listen to the mouths of our enemies, which speaking lies, that takes away that hope. That puts us in a bad case. Right? That puts us at variance against the Lord. All right, and it puts us on the path of destruction. But those that are chosen to believe in the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua fall into His mercy, not His destruction.
He said we're going to wash our feet and flood the wicked, man. That day is coming. That's a prophecy, and it's coming. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, it's going to come. Though it seems like it's taking a long time, it really isn't. All right, it's going to come. And the thing about it is, the Lord knows how to set the mindset of the people. Well, 2/3 of our people ain't even thinking about what's coming, man.
This Psalm 69 in verse 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out thy indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. For they persecute him who thou hast smitten, and they talk to the grief of those whom thou hast wounded. Add iniquity unto their iniquity, and let them not come into thy righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living.
All right, what does that sound like? They shall bend their back down all way. They said, let their iniquity turn into more iniquity. Let them continue. Somebody get on 2 Peter 2 and 9. Let them continue in their ways of folly all the way to the end, to destruction.
Hey, Con, okay, all right. So, boom, Jacob and Esau, the father, and you got to look at it like a bad child, all right? Your parents have promised you all this, that, and the third, and promise you the kingdom, and promise these spiritual bodies, all right? And the morally aspect, hey, man, you done did good, you keep it up, we're going to take you to Disney World, whatever the case may be. All right, but yet you got sourpuss Esau right here, He know he done messed up so bad. He's trying to get you to go off constantly and constantly. Why? So you can be in the same seat as him, man. But you got to stay focused on that prize, you know. So that's why you got to focus on the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. As the elder just brought out, the vision is yet for an appointed time. You got to constantly stay focused on that. Constantly keep your mind on that. Why? Because it's going to come to pass. You got to continue to trust in the words of your parents. You got to continue to trust in the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, and not in the lies of the wicked, you know.
Right. You got to understand that we ain't going to be able to do nothing, but the Lord's going to do all of it for us, even within ourselves. A quick testimony going into the Day of Atonement. I always get nervous around the Day of Atonement, but the Lord put a different spirit on me. Right? I feel like I can't do it, but I realized this one that I've never done it. The Lord has done it for me the whole time. So when we get to that point when we're faced, when they try to make us feel like, you know, we have no way out, the Lord is going to provide that way out. The Lord is going to preserve our minds so we won't even be able to fathom what they're talking to us. The only thing we're going to hear is the voice of the Lord guide us to the direction we need to go.
Hunger is gonna be the last of our worry. We're gonna be worried about survival shit.
We ain't going to even worry about that.
Well,
We're going to be surviving. The Lord's going to have all that taken care of for us. And He's going to show that. He's going to show us and the world that.
Can you imagine how they felt when Moses walked into that sea and there was no way there? And the Most High made a way out of nowhere.
Way out of nowhere.
That's what we gotta look for. John 14:27. Just like during the times of John the Baptist, and the believers were waiting on Yahushua and they saw no way. That's why in Revelation 12 it says the woman cried out in travail that there was no way to get past them damn Romans, the mystery of iniquity that was already working that damn pride on us, right? And then the next thing you know, Yahushua showed up. He made a way out of nowhere. You feel me? So it says this: peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. And to know and understand that's knowing that's the spirit that He gives to us. But He gave everybody else the spirit of this world. And this world is going to be in straight chaos, so their mind is going to be in chaos. Can you imagine that? Imagine like a sound mind is going to be the hottest commodity on earth in those times. That's why He said, I shall make a man more precious than fine gold, and a hiding place for the destruction that's going to come. And they're going to see a man of the Lord walking around in confidence when all this chaos is going on. They're going to be looking like, what he got? Let's go that way. Where he going?
Hey, yes, sir. I'm having the best day of my life, man. Hey, like it goes into Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But you chose to dwell in where the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua delighted not. And you keep going. It says, behold, my servants shall rejoice. All right. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, man. Why are we going to do that? Why? Because that's the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua told us about before they came to pass, man. Henceforth, the spirit of prophecy to say before it comes to pass, man. And also too, we build knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time, man. And we building this spiritual house up on the foundation of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So when that time of Jacob's trouble hit that climax, when the shit finally hit the fan, man, hey, everybody else's foundation around here is gonna break up, man. Or it's gonna be as into a breach into them. Why? Because the foundation that they built upon is not a sturdy foundation, man. It's built upon sand, so it's gonna fall, man. They're not gonna have. They were working with untempered mortar, you know.
Right. Remember in Independence Day, how everybody was trying to get out of the city, right? And there was a one car going into the city where all the chaos was happening. That's just like us gonna have the spirit of the buffalo. We're not gonna run from the storm. We're running through the storm to get to the other side. Because you know what? There's refuge on the other side, but everybody else gonna turn in a different direction. We're going in the direction that the Lord calling us in. Like like He's calling us from the other side of the storm, and we gotta be able to trust that voice and run through it, because He's the one bringing it, so He's gonna protect us from it. You have something to call?
Oh yeah. This is Sirach 38 and 31. All these trust in their hands, and everyone is wise in his work. But they will maintain this 34. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft. So what happens when their craft fails?
Mine's gonna fail.
They're gonna fail too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when they're gonna know they ain't got no hope.
I ain't got no
There
hope.
you go. Go ahead. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with the tempest, as the and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High.
So now, those are the ones that are walking according to the Spirit. Those are the ones that are walking according to the sixth sense. Because guess what? You have 5 senses, but the sixth is the one of cognition. Seven, right. Of cognitions that separates the spirit from the flesh. Because what me and my nephew had a real deep conversation last night, and he came to realize the whole destruction of humanity comes from the desires of the flesh. All right, so the desires of the flesh will have you eating anything that'll fill your belly. Like desires of the flesh will have you mating with anything that you could get your rocks off on. We're having no governance of any law or you know what I'm saying, or any order. The desires of the flesh are just so the 7th sense is what separated from beast from man. I mean from beast. Right, but you have 2/3 of our people in these other nations that walk around like brute beasts because all they're doing is catering to the flesh. They have no unction to live according to the spirit.
This is Sirach chapter 17, verse 5. It says, they received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th, speech and interpreter of the cogitations thereof.
Right, the speech and interpretation of what the Spirit is saying, and the understanding of it, man. But if you ain't got that, you're gonna be just like a brute beast, because you don't have the understanding of Yahweh Shai. So you're not gonna be able to understand and receive His message. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 4:2, and said, thy heart have gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High?
You ain't gonna be able, because why? You got the Ecclesiastes 3:11. You got the world in your heart that you may not know the things of Yahweh Shai. Right? But the elect have the 1 Corinthians 2:12. They have the spirit of Yahweh Shai, not the spirit of the world. There's a big difference. All right? We'll have to wrap it up in a second. All right. Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all family of the earth.
So this message is only going out to Israel, man. Right, and of Israel, only the elect of Israel. Because 2/3 of Israel is not going to be able to get it. They're not. Even if they're just because they're the seed of Abraham, that doesn't mean they're of Israel, man. We're talking about the Israel of Yahweh Shai right now, which is the elect. All right. Let's get back to that 1 Corinthians chapter 2, 6.
That 2 Peter.
It'll come back around.
You want to see that? Jeremiah 13.
It'll come back.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 6. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught.
Howbeit we speak wisdom to them that are perfect and faithful, perfect in doctrine, all right? But not the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom of this world come to naught. All right, read that last part, we'll probably close it.
It says, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught, but we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory.
So he ordained it unto the world for our glory. So there has to be a certain ordainment, a certain token to give into those ones to be ordained, to be able to understand that mystery that the world will not be able to receive. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close it out because this weather's getting kind of bad out here. Hopefully, this portion of the lesson was edifying and serve this purpose. We're gonna give all praise and glory to the Most High. Anybody have the precept? Oh, slack it. All right. Lord, will this lesson edify and serve His purpose for the hopeful elect. And right now, we're going to give all glory and praise to the Father, and Son, and the Holy Spirit of the truth. We're going to say, Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Ha, Rakah, Kadash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and our elder and herald one as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Keep pushing.
I'm pushing. Yeah.
Keep hustling.